The man was eating in his prison cell when suddenly, a head popped out of the dirt in front of him. He was startled. Before he could react, an old man crawled out from underground. The old man dusted himself off and said he was also a prisoner. He had been locked up for who knows how many years and had spent the last 18 years digging a tunnel to escape. But somehow, he dug in the wrong direction. Instead of reaching the outside, he ended up in the man's cell. Then, the old man invited the man to see his own cell. It was slightly bigger, with a few books, a broken cup, and some simple belongings in the corner. The old man said if they dug in a different direction, they could escape in less than 20 years. With both of them working together, it might even take just 19 years. At first, the man hesitated, but the old man promised to teach him everything he'd learned in his life. Once they escaped, the man could do something great with his future. After thinking it over, the man agreed. Soon, 2 years passed. The tunnel grew deeper. One day, the old man suddenly hit some plant roots, a sign they were close to the surface. They might escape in just a few months. Excited, the man turned to grab his tools. But then, the tunnel collapsed. Rocks crashed down, burying the old man. The man frantically dug through the rubble and pulled the old man out, but he was dying. With his last breath, the old man told him to find a treasure map hidden under the floorboards somewhere on a small island. He hoped the man would find the treasure and use it wisely. Then, he died. Heartbroken, the man heard footsteps outside. The guards were coming with food. He quickly hid in the corner. When the guards saw the old man's empty food tray, they opened his cell and found him dead. They didn't seem surprised. They just shoved his body into a canvas bag and carried it away, planning to dump it into the sea. Once the guards left, the man rushed to clean up and hid in the tunnel. When they returned for the body, a bold idea struck him. Soon, the warden arrived, glanced at the body, and impatiently ordered his men to throw it into the ocean. As the guards carried the bag toward the cliffs, the food delivery guard checked the man's cell only to find the old man's body inside. Realizing the two had switched places, he ran to warn the others. But it was too late. The warden and his men were already at the cliff's edge, ready to toss the bag into the sea. The guard shouted for them to stop, but the wind drowned out his voice. On the count of 3, the bag was thrown, but then, the man inside suddenly reached out, grabbed the warden's keys, and yanked him over the edge. Both plunged into the water. The man sliced open the bag with a knife, unlocked his chains, and surfaced. Nearby, the warden stood shivering in the shallows. Furious, the man dragged him under until he went still. Under the cover of night, the man swam hard. At dawn, the waves washed him onto a beach, finally free. Ahead of him lay the old man's treasure map, and a whole new future.